So I've been hearing this word regenerative agriculture being spoken about more and more. So what the hell does it mean? Is this the latest version of organic? Is this another invention by the hippies to fool farmers into not making money just so that the wildlife can grow, but that they won't make any money? What is regenerative agriculture? Now, I would have thought these things about 2 years ago, and I would have thought when I learned a little about it that there is no way this will work on my land. This is the same thing that every farmer says. Until they learn a little more. So 2 years ago, I agreed with all of this, but there are natural systems on this earth that we have forgotten about. And if you align with those natural systems, instead of fighting against them, you can grow more grass without fertilizer than you can with it. Bold claims, I know. And 2 years ago I would have said, that's true. But I was wrong. I was a bit closed-minded, and I did not realize that this thing, regenerative agriculture, can work anywhere in the world if we're open-minded and can actually listen to the information. If this is true, I hear you say, why the hell have I not heard about this? Why has my farm advisor not told me? That's a very good question. You're going to have to answer that question yourself. But I think you know the answer. And the answer, as always, is follow the money. So, what do you need to go down the route of regenerative agriculture? What you need is information. You don't need a new biological amendment, a magic potion, a new machine. You need information. And this is information that has been around for about 50 years. We're not talking about going back to the Dark Ages where everyone was starving. We're talking about something new, mixed with something very, very old. We're talking about moving animals in the same way they were moved for millions of years, but they were moved by wolves and other predators. In this new system of agriculture, you will become the alpha wolf, the apex predator, and electric polywire will be your wolf pack to move the animals to a place of vegetation, grass, that you have allowed to grow long. You let them graze there for a short period of time, fertilize it, trample down the old grass so the new grass can come up, trample down some grass so that that will feed the biology, and ultimately keep the ground surface covered. Then you move them on and give that paddock a long time to rest. How is this possible? I hear you ask. Well, we got to move away from the idea of set stock grazing and traditional rotational grazing. This is adaptive multi-paddock grazing, or holistic planned grazing. And the key to this is disturbance. If you go around in the same pattern again and again and again, you do not stimulate the strength of the ground to increase. In the same way you go to the gym if you ever do, and you exercise. If you do the same thing again and again, you will get to a certain point and then plateau. But if you mix it up, increase the weight, increase the intensity, increase the speed, or do all these different kinds of things, do different movements, you will grow stronger. And so will the plants, and so will the microbes in your soil and the roots, and so will your land. And in this way, you regenerate your farm in the same way as you would regenerate you if you started to eat properly and started to move like a human is supposed to move and not depend on technology. Cars, bicycles, machines, even food processing plants these days do our chewing for us if you are dependent on processed foods. So, if you think this is something that interests you, click the link below, 3lm.ie, Holistic Management, part of the Savory Institute.